Welcome to the PI Podcast, your destination for everything NFL, discussing the latest news and providing in-depth analysis of every NFL game. And now, here are your hosts, Ian and Tesh.
Hey guys, what is up? PI Podcast here with episode 58. What is up, Antonio, Tim, Uno, Elite? We'll be announcing the winner of the giveaway within a week from now. So next Monday or Tuesday, whatever the week passes by. But we're giving a whole week for people to comment and like it, whatever, so they can be entered for the giveaway. So just look out for that announcement on stream. We'll be announcing the winner Tuesday night. So definitely be here Tuesday night for the winner of the giveaway.
Oh, what's up, guys? 167 subscribers.
Oh,
which is dope.
Okay.
And yeah, got to watch some preseason football. So, Pratesh, you got to watch the game last night.
Yes, sir.
What did you like of the Falcons? What did you see that you liked?
Marcus Mariota and Desmond Ridder were both very, very sharp. Mariota being the sharper quarterback. Desmond Ridder's still a rookie, but he was super sharp. Not too many errors like last week that I saw. He completely got rid of those interception balls that should have been interceptions. He played very well and got a lot of yardage off of it. I think they're both going to be very well, and Mariota is going to be the starter, and I think he's looking sharp. So I'm excited for what I'm gonna see.
Uno, what kind of surgery did you have? And Antonio hitting the airport. Okay, I see you. About to do a little road trip, air trip. All right, so that's what you liked. What did you not like from the starters?
From the starters, so the one big thing, and then most part I liked. We were able to drive down the field very easily. The one thing was the penalties. The penalties kept killing us, making us hit field goals every time, when the game honestly should have been 28-0 instead of 16-0.
Okay, so we talked about the starters. How about your backups? What did you like from the backups?
Some of the backups, like D. Alford has been very, very persistent in his coverage, and even last week against the Lions, he played very well, got a couple of breakups, and this week he balled out even more. He was tight in coverage. He batted balls. I'm pretty sure I think he got an interception, or teased aborted. One of them two got an interception, but D. Alford's been a bright spot for backups for defense, and he's probably going to get a chance at a starting role. And that's looking nice. Otherwise, the second half for the Jets game, basically the defense the third, fifth strings couldn't really do much.
Yeah, so that was going to be my next question. What did you not like from your backups?
Yeah, so as soon as they put, Ridder is ridiculously accurate when he's on point, and it's crazy.
Wasn't that his issue coming out of the draft? Like, didn't they say there was accuracy issues?
Yeah, that's what a lot of scouts and people were saying, that actually is a problem, but I didn't see too much of an actually issue last night. So, I mean, he's obviously going to learn. But bad thing is, as soon as they put Felipe Franks in at quarterback, everything went downhill. He couldn't lead a drive to save his life. He was missing throws. He fumbled the ball very easily by holding it with one hand when running. I mean, that's just a lack of care for the football.
Oh, not accuracy, it was inconsistency. Okay, that makes sense. Which, kind of similar. I mean, in my opinion, a very inconsistent quarterback. Geno Smith, geez, man. There's sometimes he makes some dope throws, and then he just can't lead an offense. But Desmond Ridder does not have that problem, it doesn't look like. He led that game-winning drive in the first preseason game. So he's looking good. He just needs some development time, really.
Yeah, and I think he's going to get a lot of time doing that because Mariota is looking sharp. So Mariota should be starting to, well, hopefully will be sharp in the regular season, starting the whole season. So
Okay, and then Uno, had your ear worked on? Oh wow.
some bone graft. Oh
I don't.
well,
What is a bone graft? I don't even know what that is.
bone graft. Uh, oh, it's okay. So you have stitches in your nose and your mouth, and I have a thing in my mouth over my stitches, and the roof of my mouth, part of my face is swollen. It's gonna get worse over the next few days.
Jeez.
Dang. I'm glad you had
Yeah, I
a
will.
surgery
I'll Google
though.
it.
Hopefully it helps.
It's probably a lot to type. I'll Google it after the podcast.
Alright. But yeah. Yeah, Antonio. Definitely. NFL coaching and just Arthur Smith being able to help him develop is just gonna make him an even better quarterback than he already looks like to be. Him and Kenny Pickett look very, very good, and making him people look dumb for kind of letting him slip to the third round.
Well, this also goes to show the Falcons definitely should have kept Matt Ryan at least one more year. They should not have done Deshaun Watson. They should not have gone after Deshaun. Can you imagine Desmond Ridder having someone like Matt Ryan to mentor?
Dude, that'd be so good. I mean, Marcus Mariot's nice. He's a veteran, but Matt Ryan being there mentoring Desmond Ridder would have helped him tremendously.
Yeah. And then my final question about the Falcons. From what you've seen so far in the preseason, do you legitimately think there's a chance that your team can get second place or first place in the division?
It's gonna be very hard for first because the Buccaneers and their offense and their defense and whatnot, Tom Brady. But I think just some things I've seen from the starters, I think second place in division is not impossible. Like it's not as impossible as I thought it might be because of our roster. All the new guys on defense for the starters, they're actually getting pass rush. They're actually covering well. When there was holes in our defense last year, they're definitely covering better, and the starters just look like a whole different team from last year.
Yeah, I don't like Matt Rule at all. But speaking of Matt Rule, Baker Mayfield has officially been named the starter for the Carolina Panthers week 1, which we all knew was coming. We all knew that was coming. What's up, Eddie? I don't think there was anybody that doubted Baker Mayfield was the starter. There now, Sam Darnold's had a decent camp, but like when you make that kind of a trade and bring in a starter and Baker, like it's obvious that it was going to be Baker Mayfield's season.
And Baker Mayfield actually deserves a chance. I saw the interview with Sam Darnold, and when he literally said didn't go my way. Baker got the starting. Coach told us Baker got the starting job. He was very professional about it, but eventually it was going to happen. Baker Mayfield was eventually going to be the starting quarterback, and I think he's going to do well in that offense. I don't like Matt Rule at all either, so it could go either way. So
I do think Sam Darnold's a good athlete, and under the correct development, who knows what could have been his career? That's like, I think about Josh Rosen in that sense. I mean, there's a reason he was picked number 1 overall. Now, granted, he has not been able to land on a team and stay on a team, so like, there's got to be something there. But who knows if he would have went to a good system, like what could have happened of his career.
yeah, Darnold was heavily praised in when coming to the draft when he got drafted. There's a lot of good things from college that he did. It's just that he went to the Jets, and the Jets are one of the teams that don't know necessarily how to develop a quarterback, and it kind of translated to how he played. He didn't play great. They had to get rid of him. They had to draft someone else to try to fix their thing. But now the Jets have are starting to build a better defense. They're starting to build a better offense. They have weapons all over. They're starting to grow, but Sam Darnold did get left in the dust because of that development that he had with the Jets.
Oh no, should I make a Deshaun Watson meme video reaction?
Bro, there's probably so many you could choose from. Holy crap. That'd be a lot. Anyway.
Well, unfortunately, a lot of these scouts that project these players so high, they've been scouting for forever. And it's almost like some of them don't really understand the way the league is going, because you see a lot of these mobile quarterbacks get crapped on in the draft, but like that's the way it's going now. You know, like you have to be able to move in the pocket. You have to be able to roll out if you need to. Those Russell Wilson type quarterbacks are flourishing now in the NFL. When Russell first came in the league, it was all a pocket passing league, but it's expanding now.
Yeah, we've seen it the last few years. The league is slowly transitioning to quarterbacks being more mobile than ever. And there's not really too many pocket passers out there that's starting in the NFL anymore. Yes, Mac Jones did just get drafted. He is a pocket passer. He's not a mobile guy. But I'd say he's more mobile than some of the pocket passers we've seen in the past, like Peyton or Tom.
Mm-hmm. Yeah, for sure. He can move if he needs to.
Yeah. Yeah, well, Tom can definitely move if he needs to, but probably not as fast. He's done it before, though. Peyton, on the other hand, maybe he has a few times, but he was super slow.
All right, and then the Ravens continue their crazy ass win streak.
Yeah, they're 23 now, I think, right?
If they win, who do they play next? Let's look. The Ravens play the Commanders next, which they can definitely beat the Commanders.
Yeah, Tyler Huntley looks very good. I
like very solid depth everywhere.
And they got playtime last year because of all the injuries, so it just made that team even better.
Let's see. And the Commanders, there's rumors all over the place that the Commanders are not very impressed with Carson Wentz.
Yep. Well, they traded for him, so they're gonna have to kind of deal with him right now and see how he does starting. He has the talent, so he has the receivers, he has the running game, so anything can happen. It's just how consistent Wentz is gonna be the issue.
There's just a lot of there's a lot of roster issues right now in Washington. Antonio Gibson's been dealing with a lot of fumble issues. So there's no telling if he's even going to be the starting running back. Chase Young, he's going to be out for at least 4 weeks. He was entered onto the PUP list, which means a minimum of 4 weeks he'll be out. So who knows how long Chase Young's going to be out, and he's like one of the focal points on the defense for them.
Yeah, their path
so Washington
scary.
is going to have a tough start.
North Dakota State QB selected in the top 3 in the last 6 years, and only one top 5 Alabama QB.
You know, and that's kind of crazy to me. Like, I get it. You're in a stacked college offense for Alabama, so it's kind of hard to judge how a quarterback would be on a bottom 5 team. Because, you know, if you got the top 5 pick in the draft, you either gave up a lot for it or you were that bad of a team. So it's kind of weird because you would think that the Alabama quarterback is most NFL ready, right? Because they play with the most drafted players. They play on a winning team. They go to national championships, so they're playing the best of the best. They're in the SEC, one of the better division conferences in football. I know there's always debate about SEC, Big Ten, all that, but regardless, the SEC is one of the top conferences in college football, regardless, right? So you would think that an NFL scout or an NFL team in general would say, wow, he can play with the caliber of talent we have on our team. Why not draft him, right?
Yeah, then it's one of the things. It's also crazy because Alabama is known for their players. Like you said, that a lot of that people get drafted. Like they're the most drafted team from drafted team, the Alabama is, and they also give out different quarterbacks that get drafted almost a lot. But it's crazy that North Dakota get picked higher than Alabama quarterbacks. You see Tua, Mac Jones coming up, Bryce Young. So definitely, there's a lot of quarterback talent from Alabama, but it's crazy that they don't get picked as high.
Yeah. Like I said, if I was a scout, even if like I wasn't 100% sure, I'd be like, wow, well, he can play with the caliber of player that's on my team. He can lead that to a championship. He knows how to he knows how to stick to his system. As long as he can create a system that's challenging enough for defenses to not like know what's happening, but simple enough to where it's similar to a college offense, why not go after the Alabama guy?
Yeah, and Alabama QB should be more more ready, more professional, more everything basically. Because who's their head coach? Nick Saban. Definitely, he has them ready to play and win, and they're always winning, so they have that mentality. So they should be drafted a lot. But some of them, hey, they're not always the best. Tua being an example, he can prove himself this year, but Tua being one of the weak spots of Alabama quarterbacks.
All right. Let's look at next week's preseason games. All right.
All right.
Yeah, true. That is true, Antonio. Can you make your progressions? Can you make your reads? Can you throw it to a guy like Laquan Treadwell, instead of Jerry Jeudy or Devonta Smith, like some bottom players, can he put it in a good spot? Because, players like Drake London, they're going to catch everything their way, right? They're that talented.
And then you see Desmond Ridder, he's throwing to guys like Jared Bernhardt. He's obviously a good player, but just these guys that he's working with, I mean, definitely crazy.
And all right, so I was going to say Thursday, kicks off preseason 8:00. Packers Chiefs. That's going to be a good one. I know that. I bring him up a lot because I know he was a very top pick, but he just unfortunately it didn't work out for him. Definitely a draft bust, or projected draft bust. I don't even know when he was drafted though.
But Vikings tried to use him, but they just couldn't get anything out of him. Packers and Chiefs at 8:00 on Thursday. Aaron Rodgers. I just saw Packers aren't starting anybody, so it's all gonna be backups. I don't. It might be the come team with last week of season.
I don't think the Jaguars are playing any starters.
Yeah.
Yeah, Packers, Chiefs, 49ers, Texans, and you already know who I'm going with this game, Texans. That video will be out later, but I'm done voting against the Texans.
Yeah. Actually, we both voted against Texans on the Rams game, so.
Texans are just too good. And preseason.
Backups always.
All right, then we got Bills, Panthers. I don't know. The entire Bills team looked good.
Yeah.
Obviously, the Bills started Josh Allen last week. It's not going to be the same this week. But I don't know. The Bills looked really good. Case Keenum came out. Matt Barkley. I mean, former starters. I got the Bills in that one for sure. I mean, we'll make a legit prediction video later, but Seahawks, Cowboys. I got that one.
The Seahawks backups are so
have
bad.
not looked competitive
Holy
at all
crap.
in any game.
All right, no problemo. Hopefully you feel better. Definitely.
Yeah, hopefully you feel better. Try to get some rest. Chargers, Saints. Actually, I haven't watched the Saints yet this preseason. I might have to try to watch that game.
I've seen it's in bids from Saints, but they still they put Ian Book in and stuff, so Ian Book didn't look amazing. So
Patriots Raiders. We moved on to Friday. So the past 2 games we mentioned: Seahawks, Cowboys, Chargers, Saints is all Friday. Patriots Raiders. Raiders are on a win streak too. I don't know how big it is, but I know they're on a win streak. I think they have the second active win streak, if I'm not mistaken. I could be wrong about that. Don't quote me. But they are undefeated under the Josh McDaniels era.
ooh.
Then we got the matchup of the century. The Jaguars Falcons, 3 p.m. Saturday.
I'm not gonna be
To kick
surprised
off
if it's
preseason
freaking.
Saturday football.
Oh my god, I think both offenses are gonna play so bad. Oh god,
Yeah.
this might be a slugfest.
Yeah, this one's probably not going to be a very pretty
Unless
game.
Felipe Franks does something better. Hopefully something
Yeah.
better than last week. Oh god. Making it look like he should stay at tight end.
We re-signed Jake Luton today.
Yeah. Oh man.
But we made a lot of moves today, actually. We traded for an offensive lineman from the Packers. I think we picked up a kicker off the waiver wire that the Chargers dropped. So we made some moves today, which I'm very glad about.
Yeah, and Falcons released Auden Tate, Geronimo Allison. Auden Tate being a big kind of a surprise because he was playing well in a camp. And had some good catches, I think, in preseason. So he was. That was kind of a surprise release, but Kaderl Hodge and Demir Bird kind of won those spots, so they're gonna be starting.
Yeah, Auden Tate was kind of surprised because I've seen some highlight, dude. He's playing
Yeah.
right.
Yeah.
Rams Bengals.
Okay. Rams Bengals.
I'm not sure if they've announced if Joe Burrow will be back week 1.
Yeah, they just say he's expected week 1, but
Yeah.
he's looking good. Oh, well, they said he was looking good when I was watching the Bengals preseason game last week or a few days ago, whatever.
Then we got Commanders Ravens. Again, I'm
Ravens.
never going against the Ravens either.
That is...
Eagles Dolphins. If this was a regular season game, this would be a very good matchup.
Mm-hmm.
Cardinals Titans.
Malik Willis. I don't know if he's gonna. Yeah, he's gonna start. I bet.
Then we got Justin Fields against the Deshaun Watson.
Nope.
Oh, Vikings traded for Nick Mullins. That's not a bad trade for you guys, though. Nick Mullins is a solid backup. That was probably more the Raiders not needing the depth. He was on the Raiders, right?
Yeah.
I know Nick Mullins was a third string, but he's very capable second string quarterback. Well, also, didn't Kellen Mond not have that great of a game last week?
Yeah, he played decent. He just didn't have as good a game as the first one. But yeah, I was looking like Vikings may have 3 quarterbacks on a roster if they sign Nick Mullins, because I know they want to keep Kellen Mond.
Well, you can't put Kellen Mond on the practice squad. He'll get picked up quick.
Yeah.
Like you'll be constantly putting him back on the roster and stuff. Yo, I'm about to do the fun dip.
Fun dip. Put it as sour as possible. Sour as possible. So that was keep going on with Saturday. Bucks Colts. Kyle Trask doesn't look good, but so this is another toss up. I know Kyle Trask has been starting a lot, but he hasn't looked great. So it's kind of worrisome for the future of the Bucks. And because they won't have a high draft pick this year, because they're trying to win it all, and they're gonna get some wins. So they're not gonna have a high draft pick to be able to draft one of the top QBs. So if they really want a QB in that next year's draft, they're gonna have to trade up.
Yep.
And then Sam,
their O-line's hurt.
Yeah, and Sam Ehlinger actually has been looking very good for the Colts. And so Hey, another young quarterback that's kind of showing signs. It is preseason though, so take that with a grain of salt. But he has been playing very well.
Then we got the Vikings and Broncos to finish off Saturday. We haven't seen Russell Wilson at all in this preseason.
Yeah, we won't.
I feel like he should at least got a couple reps just to see.
Yeah.
But he's a vet. I know a lot of times they don't play vets, but like even Matt Ryan's been in the league longer.
Yeah. Even in the Falcons, he usually plays a drive or two in preseason.
Yeah, at least a drive or two, just to see.
Yeah. And then Josh Johnson for the Broncos. He was I kind of like him. He's looking nice as a backup. Kind of one of the bright spots there for the Broncos.
Well, he should know every defensive play in the league since he's been on every team.
Yeah. Like 15 different teams in his whole career. Dang.
Then you got the Battle of the Meadowlands, Giants-Jets. Mm-hmm. Daniel Jones to me has looked okay.
He hasn't looked great. Not at all.
But Brian DeBall, I think, can look at what he did with Josh Allen.
Yeah,
Josh Allen could have came out of his shell by himself, and it just so happened Brian DeBall was his coach. But you have to take that into consideration. Josh Allen was not good his rookie year. Everybody thought he was going to be a bust. And then year 2, he's like, oh, all right, this guy's good. And then year 3, it's like, damn. This guy's legit. MVP.
Yeah, and also I think Sean McDermott's a really good coach too.
Yeah, that could be part of it. It could be more McDermott than it is Josh DeBall.
Brian DeBall.
Brian. I was thinking of Josh McDaniels for a second.
I got it. And then last but not least, ending off preseason, Lions-Steelers. Lions just won the preseason game barely in that second game. So this week, Kenny Pickett, don't know how much we're going to see him. There's a lot of rumblings. Kenny Pickett's going to be the starter. And then even Adam Schefter came out and said Kenny Pickett might start week 1, and I don't believe it. But it is what it is. There's a lot of rumblings. I've seen so much stuff about Kenny Pickett maybe starting week 1. It's crazy.
To me, it doesn't make sense.
Yeah, you put Mitch there because you want Kenny Pickett to develop, and he can be even better than he is now. So, yep. And he's already accurate. So, and that is the last game of the preseason. Definitely been a fun little thing to watch, fun preseason to watch because there's a lot of quarterbacks who are starting who are rookies this year, so it was very fun to watch.
Yeah, and then talk about quarterbacks. Trey Lance season is officially going to start September 11th. I'm excited to watch him with Debo and that offense, man. That's going to be fun to watch.
Kyle Shanahan knows every single route, and he's going to put Trey Lance in a perfect situation.
All right, and then I'm going to go over my top 12 fantasy players that I think are going to get drafted in your 12-man PPR leagues. 12-man fantasy leagues, not PPR. Again, we are doing our fantasy league. We'll probably have a date by this weekend because we need to do it this week or next. The season starts September 8th, so we got literally 2 weeks. So we'll come up with a date on that. Soon. We'll email everybody, let everybody know. I think we have 4 people that have not paid, so we'll get with them. But here's my list. I think number 1, Jonathan Taylor. I think he's the safest option at running back. I think he's going to have good enough. I think he's going to have a good enough projected numbers that warrants him a number 1 or number 2 spot. And the guy that's at number 2, a little bit riskier. You know he's going to get a lot of load management, but he's coming off a pretty big injury. So number 2, I've got Derrick Henry. Obviously, the best running back in the league when he's healthy. My number 3 pick is going to be Austin Eckler. He's a fantasy god. I mean, especially if you're in a PPR league, Austin Eckler is the way to go.
Yeah, he gets you touchdowns every single week. Just drives. Every time they get near the end zone, the Chargers will give them ball and he gets in.
Yeah, I really like him. Let's see, number 4. I think Christian McCaffrey goes top 5. So I've got Christian McCaffrey at number 4. I think it's definitely a risk, but when he's healthy, man, that's a risk to take. Christian McCaffrey is going to give you 800-900 yards in the air, and then close to 800-900 yards on the ground. He's the guy to get.
If he's healthy, he's gonna have 1,000 receiving yards, 1,000 rushing.
Number 5, I think you go Cooper Kupp. I don't think that connection's going to change at all. They might game plan against it a little bit better this year, the defenses, but I mean, to me, Robert Woods was a bigger target than what Allen Robinson will be. Obviously, Robert Woods went down with injury last year, but I have him playing the same. Allen Robinson is not going to take 600 yards away from Cooper Kupp. He's going to get 800 or 900 yards. Cooper Kupp's going to have 1,500, close to that. Then at number 6, I've got Dalvin Cook. I think he's going to be used for screens a lot. He obviously will score most of the rushing touchdowns for that team. Rank the top 5 wide receiver room in the league. I'll do that next, okay? At number 7, I've got Jay Jettis, Justin Jefferson. I think we're going to see some wide receivers go in the top 10 this year. As long as you're not in a league with people that like stack running backs. I think Justin Jefferson's going to give you a ton of points this year in the offense that they're going to scheme up for him. You got to think Justin Jefferson's going to be in the same position Cooper Kupp was in last year with his coach McConnell. And I've got Justin Jefferson having a crazy year, potentially being the number 1 wide receiver in the NFL next year. At number 8, I've got my list in front of me, but I'm actually going to change these two. So let me do it real quick before I blurt this out. At number 8, I've got Najee Harris. Again, I think they're going to run, play action. And then a deep bomb to one of them guys out there. Claypool, Deontay Johnson, George Pickens, Pat Freiermuth in the middle of the field. And then run. Because they have to build a trust with Mitchell Trubisky or Kenny Pickett. Probably going to be Mitchell Trubisky. So I have Najee Harris being a top 5 running back this year. At number 9, I've got Jamar Chase. I don't think that connection goes anywhere. I think that's another one similar to the Matt Stafford, Cooper Kupp, Jamar Chase, Joe Burrow. I have him slightly lower because I don't know how good the offensive line is yet. Granted, we saw what Joey Burrow can do with a bad offensive line. I think it'll definitely be better this year. But I still don't know what those pieces are going to do together. At number 10, I've got James Conner. He's a touchdown scoring machine. They use him in the red zone. That's where he might not break 1,000 yards, but he will get 15 touchdowns. At number 11, I've got Joe Mixon. Again, he was a very solid back to have in fantasy last year. Joe Mixon's going to do Joe Mixon things. They haven't replaced him yet, so I've got Joe Mixon being a very good back this year. Their offense is going to do similar to what it did last year with a better O-line. And then number 12, I have 2 tied for number 12 because it's a this or that kind of thing where one of them struggles to stay healthy, one of them plays very well, but just has a poor team around him or has had a poor team around him. So I've got Saquon Barkley and DeAndre Swift on number 12. I think the Detroit Lions have a better O-line, but we'll see how Evan Neal on the Giants helps their O-line. And if you get to a point where you're throwing Daniel Jones out one week, Tyrod Taylor out another, the run game is going to be working in New York, I think. They got a lot of wide receivers that struggled last year. Kenny Golladay being the big one. So that's my top 12, top 13. I got the tied for Saquon Barkley and DeAndre Swift.
It's interesting that Nick Chubb isn't up here.
Their running back room is just too stacked for fantasy purposes. I would rather have James Conner than Nick Chubb in fantasy.
Ooh. The only thing I don't like about James Conner, I like him in fantasy. He's a fantasy machine. But sometimes in fantasy, like you remember the 1 year he did very good again, even in fantasy and real life, and with the Steelers that 1 year. Then he went downhill. Kind of the same trend here. James Conner, he's got some touchdowns. He had a very good year again last year. It's just hard because sometimes I want to see him do better again. I want to see him have that same stat line or even more. Sometimes it feels like James Conner is kind of that 1 year wonder kind of guy.
Could be.
So, yeah.
So I pulled up fantasy. I'm not sure if this is PPR. I don't think it is. The top 10 backs in fantasy last year, when you count up their point total.
Yeah, that Steelers line looked bad, Antonio.
Austin Eckler was number 2. Joe Mixon was number 3. Najee Harris was number 4. James Conner was number 5. Ezekiel Elliott was number 6. Nick Chubb was number 7. Damian Harris was number 8. Alvin Kamara was number 9. And Antonio Gibson was number 10. I think Zeke will downgrade a little bit. Not by much, but I think he's getting older. So I think he'll go down a little bit. Nick Chubb will probably go up to maybe 6. But like I said, their backfield is just so stacked. Even without Kareem Hunt, they still have a super stacked backfield. And then I like James Conner. I mean, they lost. I said this on the internet the other day, and I got shit for it. The Cardinals have lost weapons, right? Christian Kirk, D-Hop will not be available for the first 6 games. Who'd they pick up? They picked up a wide receiver, and they drafted a wide receiver, but I can't remember who it was. But Christian Kirk was their leading receiver last year. And their best receivers is suspended for 6 games. So, in my opinion, James Conner's value will go up because of that. All right, rank the top 5 wide receiver room in the league. Ooh, okay. Let me actually pull up the NFL team so I make sure I don't miss anything. Okay. I'm going to list teams and then I'll do them in order because I'm going to write them down so I can tell you exactly what my top teams are. Buffalo's up there. I got Bills. I've got Bengals. This is not the order I'm putting them in. I'm just trying to remember which teams. I'm going through each one. Vikings are up there, but they might not stay up there. We'll see. Saints, Chargers, Raiders.
Oh, yeah, J.C. Jackson just underwent ankle surgery. He's going to be out 2 to 4 weeks as well. So we probably won't see him in week 1 either.
Ooh.
Yeah.
Put the Seahawks down for a second. Pittsburgh. Bucks.
Tre'Davious White also may not be starting for week 1 either.
Ooh. Okay. Chase Young unfortunately will end up a bust. I think so too. He's been really unfortunate with injuries on a bad team. Okay, I think I have every team that I think has a very good wide receiver room wrote down, okay? And then I'll put them in order. Bills, Bengals, Vikings, Saints, Chargers, Raiders, Seahawks, Pittsburgh, Bucks, Rams. You think there's any other team that deserves to be in that conversation? I also almost put the Chiefs down, but I don't think they're as good as like DK and Lockett. I could have even probably put Sutton and Judy and Tim Patrick. I'll actually make them.
Yeah, I like the Broncos a lot. I like their receiver room.
Okay, so if I'm looking at this list, my number 5, let's see. Taking the Saints away.
Yeah, I don't.
Probably
I think the only thing Michael Thomas is injured right now. He might not even. Oh no.
Injuries on.
Yeah. Well, I don't. Oh.
Broncos away. Bills away. Okay, so I've got it down to 7 teams now. Bengals.
Oh, Ian disconnected. Damn. He'll be back in a second. So while he's gone, oh god, yeah, there you go.
What the hell?
You back? What happened?
I don't know.
That was weird.
Look over to my. I just looked over to the screen and I seen I didn't have a camera. Okay, so my teams that I've got 7 teams: Bengals, Vikings, Chargers, Raiders, Seahawks, Steelers, Buccaneers. I think I'm going to take the Bucks out.
Ooh.
Mike Evans and Chris Godwin's a very good combo, but some of these teams have 3 very good wide receivers.
And Julio Jones now.
Julio too, but I got to see something from him.
Yeah.
I since he's left the Falcons, he just has them in the same. So I got to see something from him first. I can probably take away. Oh, this is tough.
What's up, Tyler? How's it going?
Do I like the Chargers over the Seahawks, or do I like the Seahawks Chargers?
I like the Seahawks better than the Chargers. I like DK and Tyler Lockett more than Keenan and Mike, even though they're both very, very good.
I think I do. Yo, what's up, Tyler? All right, so now I've got my top 5 teams. Bengals. Sorry, my top 5 wide receiver rooms. I got the Bengals, Vikings, Raiders, Seahawks, and the Steelers. In order, Raiders are number 1. Devontae Adams, Hunter Renfrow. There's some teams that have 3 wide receivers, but well, if you're going strictly off wide receiver, the room itself, not counting the quarterback, not counting tight end, I've got the Seahawks over the Chargers. But if you're including quarterback play in that, it's the Chargers 100%. 100%. So if you want me to take the quarterback into effect, I'll put the quarterback into effect too. Just let me know. I'm doing this more like if I drop Tom Brady in his prime in this with these wide receivers, who would be the best? That's fair. That's probably the one that's like extremely debatable for a top 5. If like that's my number 5 pick, I can definitely agree with you on that. Like, I'm gonna put probably a tie for that one. Actually, I can 100% see that being a tie for me. Because if you also add Lockett isn't regarded as a top 10 receiver, nor is Metcalf. That's true.
Yeah.
And Keenan Allen 100% is a top 10 receiver. And you could argue that Mike Williams is a top 20 receiver.
Talent-wise, I like DK Metcalf and Tyler Lockett. I like Keenan Allen a lot too. He's been a very solid receiver. DK's just been elevated his game even more than when he first started because he had horrible route running when he was started in the league, but he's kept going up and up, and now he's one of the best. And then Tyler Lockett's always been that deep threat.
The problem with the Seahawks in general is just they're poorly. Their offense is so poor.
Mm-hmm.
The scheme is just it's everybody run downfield. Russell Wilson run around in the backfield. One of you guys try to get open. We're gonna sling it 50 yards. Hopefully we get the ball. Like, so you could argue that Lockett or DK's value is lower because of the offense that they're in. But regardless, I'm going to put them as a tie for me at number 5. At number 4, I've got Pittsburgh. This is one that I'll probably mention tight end play.
Yeah, no, I like Metcalf better than Mike Williams right now. Oh, for sure. Metcalf better than Williams? Oh, yeah. I thought you said Keenan. Yeah, Metcalf better than Williams. That's easy.
Ooh.
I like Metcalf easily way better. Just as a receiver wise, as talent wise, yeah. I'm not basing it on offense or anything. I'm saying talent wise, DK is better. DK's better than Keenan technically too, talent wise. So. But not by as much as Mike Williams. And what do you say? Steelers at 4?
Yeah, I've got Steelers at 4. I could also move them below at number 5 and move the Seahawks and Chargers up in my tie, but I like Deontay Johnson, Claypool, George Pickens, Pat Freiermuth. I mean, granted, I said I was going to leave tight ends out, but I might actually talk about tight ends for this one. Their receiving core is extremely good. At number 3, this one's hard because I think Justin Jefferson's a top 5 wide receiver for sure right now. And Adam Thielen, he's also in the top 25 for me. It's just, I'm putting them at 3, and I'm putting the Bengals at 2 because of the depth that the Bengals have at wide receiver. They have Jamar Chase, T. Higgins, and Tyler Boyd. That's 3 very good wide receivers that could be wide receiver 1s on some teams. You could be debatable about the T. Higgins and Tyler Boyd being number 1 receivers, but they're 100% both number 2 receivers. So you have two number 2 receivers and 1 number 1 receiver against the Vikings that have 2 potential number 1 receivers. Justin Jefferson for sure is a number 1 receiver. Adam Thielen, as he gets older, is turning into a number 2 for sure. And then my number 1 is the Raiders.
Yeah.
Hunter Renfrow, Devontae Adams. If you want to talk about tight ends, Darren Waller.
Yeah, going like your top 5 here. Yeah, no, yeah, Antonio, calm down. Lockett, I think Lockett's still good. I mean, it's what it is. What it is. It's an opinion. You got your own opinion. We don't know who's right. All right. The 1 through 5, that you have right here. I like your 5. But I put them in a different order. Well, my order. I'd put Raiders first. I actually put Vikings up at 2. Then I would put Seahawks at. Oh, I'd put Bengals at 3. Seahawks at 4. Chargers at 5. And wait, did I say? Yeah, and wait. Oh, Pittsburgh at 5. Oh, damn, that's tough. Pitt Steelers and Chargers. That's a tough one. I'd go Pitts over Chargers though, just because they have 3.
The more I look at it, I could actually put the Chargers above the Pittsburgh Steelers.
Yeah, that's why it's a tough decision. Because Keenan Allen and Mike Williams
if
are
George
very
Pickens
good.
was proven,
yeah,
it'd be a different story.
Yeah, but Raiders are gonna be. They're gonna be so good.
They're gonna be so tough to guard.
Yeah.
You can't double team anybody. Devontae Adams works better on the outside. Hunter Renfrow works better in the slot. It's just you have the perfect combination of players. Let's see.
And you have the running game working well for them too. Raiders released Kenyon Drake. I think we had talked about last time. And with Josh Jacobs, they could do play action if they want to. Like honestly.
That doesn't make sense.
Oh yeah. Did you? I don't know. The trade between the Jaguars and the Packers. The offensive guard you guys
I
got.
didn't go in depth about it.
Okay.
It was such a little signing. It was a 7th round pick for a backup lineman, basically.
Yeah. Saw something. There's a lot of injuries. I have an injury list over here. The Cardinals, their own lineman Justin Pugh is getting checked out for a stinger. The Ravens played Gus Edwards on the physically unable to perform the PUP list. Center Tyler Linderbaum, the team's first-round draft choice, returned to practice field after suffering a foot injury, so that's good. The Bills placed offensive guard Ike Boettger on reserve PUP list. Matt Corral on season-ending injured reserve officially. And Duke Johnson on injured reserve. Bengals put Brandon Wilson, safety, on reserve PUP list. Cowboys placed Jeremy Sprinkle, I love that name, on injured reserve. In Madden, whenever I see Sprinkle, I have to throw to him. Because Sprinkle. CeeDee Lamb had a lacerated toe, but returned to practice and took part in individual drills on Tuesday. And then the Lions placed wide receiver Jameson Williams on reserve, meaning the rookie will miss at least the first 4 games of the 2022 season. That's a big name for the Lions there. As well as Jason Kabinda on the reserve unable to perform list as well. They've been using him a lot in receiving as well as blocking. They use him so much in blocking. Romeo Okwara under DL as well on reserve pup list. And the Packers, their rookie running back, Kylan Hill, put him on reserve for second year. John Mechie, obviously, officially put on the reserve list. The Colts punter, Rigoberto Sanchez, is believed to have suffered a torn Achilles in practice on Tuesday.
Jeez.
So they might have their starting punter might be out the whole season. So that's very bad for them. They just probably signed someone new, but he was a decent punter. You can't. That's gonna be tough. Juju had Juju had
No, you're good.
sore knee for Kansas City, but he should be fine for week 1, and they're gonna keep looking at that. The injury occurred Monday following the first preseason game. The Chargers, J.C. Jackson, 2 to 4 weeks out. The Vikings placed wide receiver Blake Prohl on reserve, Ryan Connolly on reserve. And the Patriots put Ronnie Perkins, linebacker, on injured reserve, and one of their old linemen on reserve. And then New Giants has a lot on the injured reserve. Ricky Seals-Jones, their tight end. Nick Gates, Matt Pert, the 2 old linemen on the injured reserve as well. Elijah Mitchell for San Francisco is on schedule to play in week 1. Kyle Shanahan told reporters. And also Jason Verrett for the 49ers will begin the season on the reserve list. He's recovering from a torn ACL. And we talked about, and then Commanders put Nathan Gary, their linebacker, on injured reserve as well. So that was all the injuries to teams. Definitely some teams have more than others, but there are a lot of them are backups or third stringers. Oh, Bears released Daz Newsome.
Ooh. All his rookie shit we got. Now tank.
Oh my god, dang. And the Broncos released Joe Schobert.
Wait, what about Joe Schobert?
The Broncos released him.
Already?
Yep. Dolphins waived their punter Sterling Hoffrichter. Good anyways. Ooh, Chris Herndon get released.
He's had easy money.
Oh my god, Antonio. Up to you. I'm not betting, but you do you. I don't usually bet on anything. I don't usually bet on it. I don't bet on anything yet anyway, so.
Once I make betting legal in Florida.
Oh yeah, that's gonna be more fluff.
I'll be rich out betting.
How many years freaking would it be though? God damn.
For that week it was made available in Florida, I made a couple $100.
Okay.
Because like I watch such a broad variety of games, so like I just would do these insanely large parlays that were like super easy to hit, like wide receivers to get 5+ receptions, and I'd like pick people like Marvin Jones or Zacchaeus or.
Mm-hmm. I can't, dude. I didn't. They really. Metcalf and Lockett on both under 1K yards. Oh, I doubt. I think Metcalf's gonna.
I can actually see that with the quarterback play this year, 100%. That would not be considered a hot take. A hot take would be Mike Williams or Keenan Allen both not getting under 100 yards or 1,000 yards this year with Justin Herbert at quarterback. But with someone like Drew Lock or Geno Smith, neither one of them are going to touch 1,000. One of them could if they get fed the ball a lot, but
Yeah. If Drew Lock favors one of them, then maybe, but if Drew Lock's playing, then if any of
Geno
them are
Smith
playing,
can't get a first
if
down.
Drew Lock or Geno are playing, then one of them is gonna play. So, oh
Unless
yeah,
they trade for Jimmy.
Pete Carroll just said that Drew Lock will play a lot during Friday's preseason finale.
He has to.
Yeah.
He was out with COVID last week. He needs to play a lot.
Mm-hmm. I'm excited for a week 1 game though. The Thursday night football on your birthday.
Mm-hmm.
Sir.
We do
Bills.
B-dubs.
B-dubs? Okay.
Maybe.
Okay. I get some cauliflower wings. Yes, sir.
Ew.
They're actually pretty good. Yeah, I had to let you try one. You
Yeah.
might like it. Shut up, Ian. Ugh.
What's everybody got planned for tomorrow? I got work.
It won't work. I have to pick up my cousin, and we're going somewhere. I don't even know where yet, but going somewhere. Pretty sure Clearwater.
I got work from 6 a.m. to 8 p.m.
Yikes. God damn. I think if we go Clearwater, I think we're going to the beach because the last 2 times we went Clearwater, we had stayed on the hotel and the beach was literally 2 feet away from the beach. So you just walk out of the hotel, you're on the beach. Do you like the beach, Ian?
I'm not a big fan, actually.
I actually like going to water, but the only thing I hate is the sand. That's the only thing. But I get to wash my feet out quickly, so I mean, because the hotel's right next to it. That's the only thing. That's why I like it a lot more. But if it was like far away, yeah, no, I don't like the beach as much. Our hotel was far away. Alright, Ian. Random question. This is so random. Don't be surprised, alright?
Oh gosh. This is probably gonna be the least random question there is.
Shut up. You ain't doing nothing. Who would win if baby Tom Brady and baby Aaron Rodgers were playing against each other?
What the fuck do you mean by baby?
I mean toddler.
Toddlers? It depends. Is Aaron Rodgers toddler on psychedelics?
No. Neither of them on psychedelics. Neither of them have nothing. They're just toddlers. They just have a football in hand. They're going at it.
Aaron Rodgers.
Okay.
I bet he was an athletic kid. I could see Aaron Rodgers playing baseball, football, basketball, hockey, soccer, all the above.
Yep.
Don't ever ask me a question like that again.
Why not? That was a funny question. Oh, did you see Kyle Pitts 50+ yard gainer? Oh, that was nice.
No. Oh yeah, I did actually.
That Kyle Pittsington. Kyle Pitts also called the coverage that Bryce Hall was doing on him scared stepping. He was like, yeah, the defender was scared stepping. Basically, he also said that he was playing. His corner was off, so he knew he could do the double move on him. It's pretty funny.
All right, let's see if I can. All right, I looked up random questions to ask.
Oh, Hard Knocks season episode 3 is out tonight. If you guys watch that.
All right, if you had 3 wishes, what would you wish for?
Number one.
You have to say
You
it.
get where I'm going with it. I'm not saying that. Number 2 would be I'd wish for a podcast to grow, to be popular, to be verified, to be everything. You know what I mean? To have millions of subscribers. And number 3, I'd wish for 3 more wishes.
Ooh, that's cheap.
Fine, I'll do something else for 3. Number 3, I'd wish for free food as long as I live.
Ooh.
What the hell did I just do?
I would want
Um,
basically unlimited money.
I don't know what I just did. Holy shit, what'd I do? Oh my god, I'm scared. Dude,
I'd want unlimited money. I would want the podcast to be my full-time job. And then I would want to be able to get my hands on every Panini box first.
Okay. For free, right?
Not necessarily free if I have unlimited money. I don't.
Oh yeah, true. Yeah.
All right, what would you rather throw away, love or money?
Ooh. Ooh. Well, I guess I'm gonna be single forever, so
Yeah, I was gonna say.
Yeah.
Throw away that money.
Yes, sir.
What's the most beautiful place you've ever seen?
Ooh. Ooh, that's tough. Probably somewhere in Cancun. That's probably a while back, but somewhere in Cancun it was just very nice. You can see gold trees, the beach, the ocean, and stuff like that. It was nice. Sunny day, perfect.
One's probably the Catskill Mountains in New York.
Mm-hmm. I don't know what I did. What the hell?
What's the strangest thing in your refrigerator?
I don't think.
I have a plate of bacon in my refrigerator right now. Because I made bacon and I was almost done with the package, right?
Mm-hmm.
And I couldn't eat it all. So I just put the plate in the refrigerator.
Okay. Dang. Well, you can eat it for later. Save it for later. I don't think I have anything really weird in my fridge. It's all just food. No, I don't think there's anything specific. I couldn't tell you. It's weird. It's all food.
What was your favorite toy growing up?
Ooh. That's tough. That's a tough question, Ian. Had so many toys. It's hard to single it out.
All right, what's your favorite sports team?
All right, that's easy. Atlanta Falcons.
All right, what talent would you want to possess if you could?
I would singing.
Yeah, probably singing. Who doesn't want to sing or dancing? Bro, could you imagine just hitting like a dance right now?
Yeah. Oh my god. Yeah, go do it, Ian. Show the audience. Show the people. Show the people what they want. Or not. You go TikTok
If you
finish.
could interview a famous person, who would you choose?
That is okay. If I had to interview, that's what he said.
Yeah, you could interview anybody.
Ooh. Sabrina Carpenter, probably, or Will Smith.
Will Smith? Better fucking dodge. I'm gonna slap you in the face.
Who's
Who's the best pure football player?
Oh, it might be kind of obvious, but it might be coming to like more someone a lot of people would say, but I might have to go with Aaron Donald.
The best pure football player in the league. Oh man, that's actually kind of tough. Dude, that's extremely tough to answer. Aaron Donald's a good one. I'll give you that. Aaron Donald's a solid answer.
Because I'm thinking about it.
He's who I'm thinking of.
Yeah,
but then I also think of someone.
What if you think
like
of someone else?
Lamar,
Boy, would you really put Lamar
Murray, who can
or
throw, run?
Yeah, but pure football.
Trent Williams is a solid answer as well. I feel like this answer really can't be a quarterback or a wide receiver or a tight end. I feel like it has to be an edge rusher or an offensive lineman. Because they're the best football players to me. Like, when you're not talking about the value of the position, linemen on both sides of the ball are normally the freakish athletes, especially defensively. Like, TJ Watt's a freak athlete. Myles Garrett, a freak athlete. Aaron Donald, freak athlete. Trent Williams, Quentin Nelson. I'm probably gonna go Aaron Donald. No, I'm actually gonna go TJ on this. I'm gonna go TJ Watt.
Oh, TJ Watt. Damn.
Aaron Donald, though, he's gonna go down as one of the best football players of all time.
Yeah. Sorry, Tim. I don't know what happened, but I have two of us picture to picture side by side, so I don't know if it just shows that on the stream, but it probably isn't. So
I don't see anything weird on the stream.
alright, cool.
Quentin Nelson is a dog, yes sir.
Yeah. Definitely that guy is someone I want on my team. Like, dude, he's just the best guard there is, like at his position. Like, it's the easy answer for who's the best guard in the league right now. It's Quentin Nelson. Like, that guy pancakes people. That guy pushes people down at will. He runs if he wants to and pushes more people down to get blocks for his running game.
And what's crazy is Quentin Nelson. I seen a meme earlier. I'm not 100% sure if it's true or not. I think it is. that Quentin Nelson has more seasons played than holding penalties. I think he's been playing for 7 seasons and has 6 holding penalties in his career. Who has the best O-line in the league right now?
Ooh. Ooh.
This is actually kind of tough because I think the Colts O-line is extremely good. But
Yeah,
is it the best in the league?
yeah, that's what I'm
They have the best
thinking.
guard in the league.
There's a few teams that could be up here, and it's just so hard to like compare them one another.
The Dolphins heavily improved their O-line. The Patriots had some pieces lost. We've seen firsthand the Steelers' O-line's trash. The Bengals, they picked up a ton of big names for their O-line.
Yeah, I don't think the Bucks, when they're healthy, like that
When healthy, yeah.
last year, that line was very good too.
I guess as of right now, I have to go the Colts.
That's what literally I was gonna say.
Baltimore's a
Colts
solid answer. I actually forgot about them. The only reason I wouldn't say Baltimore is because they have a rookie center, but it was definitely the best center in the draft.
Yeah, they have Ronnie. I think Ronnie Stanley. I'm pretty sure, right? Ronnie Stanley too.
Yeah, they have Ronnie Stanley too.
Yeah, good, great, really good tackle. I'd have to go. Yeah, I'll go Colts, but Ravens a very good choice too. And Saints have.
The reason I don't have the Saints up there is because they just lost Armstead.
Yeah,
They lost their left tackle, who was one of the best in the game, but he's in Miami now. I would have said Saints probably if they wouldn't have lost Armstead. Penning, yeah, but he's not
Penning's
Armstead yet.
Yeah, he's got some time.
Penning's got that dog in him though. He's not afraid of nothing. So like, I like him, but I need to watch him first. So that's another reason why I kind of forgot about Baltimore. But I think their center's like top dog. They got the best center in the draft for sure. Penning was not the best tackle in the draft. I do like Penning though. I think he's going to be a legit ball player in this league.
If he doesn't get kicked off for fighting.
Yeah, he could get suspended before he even gets a chance to.
You know what's gonna suck? Waiting a whole week when we got preseason football every week, and just waiting that whole week for Thursday night football.
But week 1, baby.
Yeah.
I almost want to bring our laptops to like Dave and Buster.
I'll do like a podcast from there or something.
To watch the games.
Oh, okay.
The 1:00 games.
Oh, gotcha.
Because they'd probably have every single 1:00 game on, wouldn't they?
Yeah.
And then we could probably find out a way to watch 4:00 games. Because there's 3 4:00 games. I have a monitor, my laptop, and your laptop would be good enough to watch the games from my house if we could get them all.
Yeah.
And then
because
we could just watch.
Because we have because we have Red Zone. I have Sunday Ticket, and then we have the local game for the Jaguars. So.
I really enjoyed preseason this year.
Yeah, this year
because. Go ahead.
Oh, no, you're good. Yeah, go finish.
I was gonna say probably because there wasn't like a top player to watch. Where previous drafts it was like Trevor Lawrence, Zach Wilson, Trey Lance. These guys were like the top picks, so like it was like let's go watch those guys. I was literally trying to watch everybody this week or these past 2 weeks.
Yeah, this year I think I have watched more preseason football than I've ever have. Definitely, I've got to be able to watch almost most of the preseason games. Select teams, few teams I haven't got to see live, but seen post highlights, post game replays from NFL Plus. But for most part, I was able to watch a lot of the preseason games, week 1 and 2. So yeah, with that said, hope you guys are excited for week 1, and we're getting very closer to there. And if we're gonna figure out we're gonna have to figure out how we're gonna do things when the NFL season starts. But we'll let you guys know. We'll have to figure out something, whether it be date changes or something. I don't know. So we'll let you guys know for sure.
This week could potentially be different for us too. Regardless, Thursday, Sunday, and Tuesday, I will at least be going live. I'm sure Pratesh is going to try to make it to the podcast, but he is going to be out of town. So we'll play that by ear a little bit, but he thinks he can be there for each one.
Yeah, Thursday and Sunday definitely I'm going to have to see, but I'll be back on Tuesday, so.
Okay. Regardless, so I'll be going live at least, even if it's just to do like a little Q&A type thing where we talk.
Yep. So appreciate you guys all for coming in today. Antonio, Elite, Tim, Uno, and Eddie, and everybody who stopped by. Tim, I think I already said it, but yeah, appreciate you guys for stopping by and joining us again for the podcast. You guys are the reason we do this every Tuesday, Thursday, Sunday. There we go. So yeah, appreciate you guys always. Yeah, I'm sorry, Tim. I don't know if I could do that. That honestly, I'd rather do that than say anything Aints related. So I'm not gonna give you it today. But if you give me a cookie, I might need cookie.
Do it.
If Ian gives me a cookie, I will.
I'll tell you what. Damn, I was gonna look for something, but I don't have anything near me.
Damn. Sorry, Tim. Not today. I don't know if I could do keep pounding. Oh well, there you go. I said it. There you go. Yeah, blew that. That's what the Saints thing is. So yeah, thank you guys for watching. Ian, do you have anything?
Why? Because I say who dat?
Yeah.
Someone said it's blue dat.
Yep.
That's. You know what we do down here? Duval.
Okay. That was that. But yeah, thank you guys for watching. Ian will be live Thursday and Sunday. I'll probably try to join as much as I can. No guarantees that I'll be able to stay the whole time. Just if Ian goes live for like 2 hours or whatever, probably be there for like I'd say 20 minutes, half an hour, something like that. But we'll see. So thank you guys for watching, and we'll see you guys next time. Peace.
Thank you for watching the PI Podcast. Make sure you subscribe and tune in next time so you don't miss the latest news in the NFL world. You can also follow us on TikTok at PIPodcast and on Twitter at PIPodcasters. Until next time.